In a city where money talks louder than God, one house ruled them all. The Ezini compound, half fortress, half flex, sat in the heart of Lagos like a man who knows he's the main character. And Chief Nnamdi Ezini? He blessed his sons the way rich fathers do, with one hand on their heads and the other on his legacy. But let's be honest, Chief Nnamdi had a favorite. Everyone knew it. The neighbors knew it. The gateman knew it. Even the yams in the storehouse somehow knew it. And that favorite was a boy named Obinna, which means father's heart. Subtle, right? Now, Obinna didn't just walk into the Lagos market, he entered. Draped in a multicolored Isiagu robe that his father had custom made, because apparently regular favoritism wasn't enough, the boy needed to glow. And then came the dreams. Oh, the dreams. Obinna dreamed that golden yam stacks bowed to him. Stars swirled above his head like a divine screensaver. He saw himself standing at the center of something enormous, something the world had never seen. Now, a smart person would keep dreams like that to themselves. Obinna was not that person. He told his brothers, all 7 of them, Obiora, Chukwudi, Emeka, Kenechukwu, who were already not his biggest fans. Imagine your younger brother, dressed like a walking rainbow, telling you that one day you'd bow to him. Yeah, that went exactly how you'd expect. Envy does not shout, it whispers, it calculates, it waits until the sun is low over the riverbank market, and then it strikes. The brothers gathered, not for a meeting, not for prayer, but for a transaction. They argued among themselves, not about whether to do it, mind you, but about the price. Because nothing says brotherhood like haggling over how much your sibling is worth. In the end, money changed hands. Crisp naira notes folded with the efficiency of men who had already made peace with their sin. And just like that, Obinna was led away. Sold to traders at a riverbank market, like cargo, like merchandise, like something that could be replaced. His brothers watched from a distance, close enough to see, far enough to pretend it wasn't their fault. The dreamer was gone, and the silence he left behind, it was deafening. Now here's the thing about destiny. You can sell the man, but you cannot sell his purpose. Obinna moved through the desert caravan routes like a ghost with a GPS. Alone? Yes. Broken? Almost. But something in his eyes, something behind the pain, still burned. The traders didn't understand it. They just knew this boy was different. Under desert skies painted in blue and purple, Obinna walked and walked. And if this were a movie, which, conveniently, it is, this would be the montage where the hero stares into a fire and sees visions of the future reflected in his eyes. Dramatic? Absolutely. Earned? We'll see. Enter Chief Okoye, trade lord, power broker, a man whose office had more gold than a rapper's Instagram. He didn't hire Obinna out of kindness. He hired him because Obinna could see patterns where others saw chaos. Within weeks, the boy was analyzing trade maps, predicting supply routes, and making grown men with MBAs look, well, unemployable. Chief Okoye watched from his ornate chair, impressed but cautious, because when a slave starts outperforming your executives, that's either a blessing or a threat. For now, it was profit, and in Lagos, profit buys patience. Obinna walked through those elite trading halls like he was born there, because, in a way, he was. And then, Lono Ifunanya entered the chat. Chief Okoye's wife. Beautiful, dangerously. Powerful, strategically. She didn't come with clumsy seduction. Oh no. She came with contracts, with whispered promises, with the kind of temptation that wears a gele and smells like ambition. The offer was simple. Compromise your integrity, and everything you want becomes yours. Obinna looked at the contract. He looked at her. And then, in what might be the hardest flex in this entire story, he pushed it away. No dramatic speech, no trembling, just no. Lolo Ifunanya was not a woman accustomed to hearing no, and hell, as they say, hath no fury. The accusation came swiftly, the punishment even swifter. They threw Obinna in prison. Because of course they did. That's what happens when you do the right thing in a world that rewards the wrong one. But here's where the story gets interesting. They thought they buried him, but they planted him. Inside those walls, Obinna didn't break. He built. He drew strategies on the prison walls like a mad genius in a Netflix documentary. He interpreted dreams for fellow prisoners, and not the vague, fortune cookie kind. The specific, your baker friend is getting executed next Tuesday kind. Word spread. Even behind bars, leadership cannot be contained. And then, the famine. Lagos cracked. The farmlands dried up, the markets emptied, and suddenly the city that never sleeps couldn't eat. Traders panicked, families starved, the powerful scrambled for solutions and found nothing. Nothing except a rumor, a whisper about a prisoner who could see the future. They brought Obinna before the leaders. Dusty, thin, but unbroken. He didn't beg. He didn't grovel. He stood like a man who'd been waiting for this exact moment his entire life. Because he had. His plan was precise, his strategy flawless. And as the crowd of desperate traders listened, something shifted in the air. The dreamer had arrived. Now, do you remember those 7 brothers? The ones who sold Obinna for quick cash and a clear conscience? Well, the famine didn't spare them either. They came to Lagos, hungry and humbled, and knelt before the most powerful trade minister in the land, not knowing it was him. They bowed, just like the dream said they would. Life has a sense of humor like that. Obinna looked down at his brothers, the men who betrayed him, the men who threw away his life for a handful of naira. He could have destroyed them. He had the power, the position, the petty justification. But instead, his eyes filled with tears, because the boy who dreamed of yams bowing to him had become a man who understood something far greater. That vengeance is easy. Mercy takes a king. And so, after many years had passed, Obinna was crowned, not with gold stolen from the earth, but with respect earned from it. His royal attire, a fusion of Igbo tradition and modern royalty, caught the light of the Lagos skyline like it was designed by destiny itself. His brothers stood behind him, not as servants, not as enemies, but as family, restored. He looked out over the city, his city now, and for the first time in his life, the dream and the reality were the same thing. The boy they sold had become the man who saved them. Power built the empire, but mercy made it eternal. Lagos thrived. Children played in streets that once knew only hunger. Elders sat together in gardens, telling stories of the boy who dreamed too loudly and loved too deeply. The Azani name, once a symbol of betrayal, became a symbol of redemption. And if you're listening to this story, waiting for the moral, here it is. A dream is not enough. The world will sell you. It will imprison you. It will test you with power and temptation and loneliness. But if you hold on, if you become the man who can carry the dream, then not even your brothers can stop what God has started. The end. Or rather, the beginning. It always is.
Did this story move you? Drop a comment and tell us your favorite line. Subscribe for more powerful African stories told like never before. Turn on notifications so you never miss an upload.